Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Millie Goats. I am aka JBonez is here. This week, lightning round. Let's do it. No, this is episode 327, I think. This is the NFL Pick'em Show. This is the Heisman Doza podcast, correct? Indiana? Heisman Doza? No? Uh-oh. Do what? Anywho, what's his name? Gosh, what's the quarterback for Indiana's name? Anyways, we have got...
Julian Sayin is the name you're looking for. Heisman favorite.
What about the guy from Alabama?
What about the guy
Is it really going to be... Is it really saying?
Why not?
I haven't watched a lot of Ohio State football.
Yeah, I know. It's a shame he doesn't let anyone get remotely close to him so that he can have a Heisman moment, hold it against him.
Well, if you're like Mendoza, you manufacture your own. You just throw a pick, and then you go down and win the game.
Gus Johnson was way cooler before Michigan cheated and won a national championship. Now he's seeing the light. When Michigan stunk, he was a fun announcer. Now that he has the little taste of good, he's a completely partial lunatic Michigan. I just watched Julian Sam do 300 yards, 4 touchdowns against the very same Penn State defense, and yet Mendoza throws an interception. He's got the Heisman in his back pocket.
Gus Johnson there were some great comments about Gus Johnson, about how he was speaking in tongues that only or sounds that only dogs could hear because his voice was so high. That was good. Hey, you know what? I've got a solitaire game if you're interested. Have you seen that news?
Yeah, Mina. What's your name? Kimes?
The whole ESPN crew. They're telling people to click a link to go save YouTube TV. They're telling people to go play solitaire. They're doing everything but talking ball. But guess what? On this show, that's what we do. We've got a copious amount of notes. We were 6-8 last week. That's only our second losing record, I think, this year.
What's our overall?
67-63. Yes, 67-63. So we were 6-8 in week 9. We're still looking for that. And if it wasn't for me picking the
we're probably like 70-60 in the real world.
Yeah.
Not bad.
If it weren't for my fandom, probably, yeah.
Let's see how you ruin that this week.
So
last week, you're like, he'll take whoever you want. You're taking the Giants. What about this week?
Sean McVay can't beat Shanahan. I'm sorry. He just can't do it. Everybody thought that the Rams were going to go on a streak and it was theirs and they're the big brother. No, they're not. They're never going to be the big brother. They're not. Sean McVay is a mental midget and Matt Stafford stinks. There, I said it. Bum. So, week 9, 6-8. BMO's here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you listen to the podcast, BMO, subscribe, rate, and review. Come on, dude. Anyways, we got football to talk about. Let's go to the tape. Last week, 6-8. We started off hot. Ravens, Bears beat the Bengals. Then the Lions.
Shocker. I mean, I'll take that 7 days a week. That's a loss.
It's J.J. McCarthy who literally has played the same game, the 3 games he's played. Same stats, same whatever. It's the same thing. He just goes out there and he'll make one run and one throw, and that's it. Like, that's all. Like,
here's the thing. That loss last week is going to pay for 2 wins tomorrow.
That's exactly right. And then the Panthers going to Lambeau, we were all over this. They're frauds. They're frauds. Yep. Jordan Love's a fraud. The Packers are frauds. Texans.
Not fair. We got a concussion on a dirty hit. So,
yep.
Strike
CJ Stroud hurt. Nope. They lose to the Broncos. The Patriots. The Falcons kept it close. Drake London was superb. And the Patriots did win, but they didn't cover. They let the Falcons creep back in. Lock of the week.
Extra point, wasn't it? That's the difference.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Hate to see it go for 2. Pussy.
Yep. Then the lock of the week. 49ers absolutely mollywopped the Giants. Wasn't even close. Yep. Then the Steelers beat the Colts outright.
I knew this. I had it all written down, but then the daylight savings, Aaron Rodgers got in my head, but it was really the Packers that we should have been. So, hand up. That was a classic Tomlin win. No shocker. Should have been a win. I'm sorry.
Should have been. Well, and this we'll talk about this, but the Steelers win. They only win and beat good teams by one way, and there's one way only. More cowbell. Then we pick the Chargers to win by 10.5 against the Titans.
Too
Chargers
many
are
interceptions.
yes. The Chargers and the Steelers play this weekend. It's just crazy. Then we pick the Jags to cover against the Raiders because the Raiders are completely inept and it's Trevor Lawrence, so they didn't
Inept.
cover. Rams destroyed the Saints. That was a lot.
Easy money.
Then Bills beat the Chiefs. We should
Regular
known.
season.
Regular season. That's the rule now. That's the rule.
But again, that win right there that loss right there is going to pay for a win in January. So come back, everyone.
Exactly. Commanders got blown out by Jaden Daniels. His arm got completely severed.
That had nothing to do with that score.
No, it did not. But the Seahawks destroyed them. The Commanders are bad. Their defense stinks. And then
take the Seahawks. People forget. This isn't a blame podcast, though.
Wait, what'd you say?
Wouldn't let me take the Seahawks.
Oh, that's right. You're right. You're right. I think you're
right.
Got
hung up on that 3.5.
No, I think you're right.
You did suggest a switch on Monday Night Football, and we won.
So there you go. Water finds its level, baby. I said, you know what? Jacoby Brissett, the fighting Jacoby Brissett. So that was last week, 6-8. Won't happen again. It's only happened twice. We're 10 weeks in. We have 2 losing weeks out of 10 weeks. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Right. Now is the time we go 13-0 because we forgot to put in the Thursday night game. I was traveling at a continuing education. We didn't submit, so we don't count that. We're not going to count that against our wins and losses. But that game sucked. The Broncos, listen to this. There were 13 3-and-outs, 15 punts, 3 interceptions, 2 missed field goals, a block punt, 8 sacks. The Las Vegas's drives, half of their drives did not go further than 2 yards.
I thought Kenny Pickett was going to save us at one point. That wasn't going to happen. I don't know.
This was awful. The Broncos are 8-2. How are the Broncos 8-2?
It did not look like Chip Kelly was actually calling plays. Every time they cut to him, he was just kind of like watching football. I don't know what the story is there.
I don't know. I think all these older coaches that have been around for a while are just like, who cares? The Brian Kellys, the Jimbo Fishers, Pete
Carroll's.
Yeah, the Pete Carroll
all over.
Somebody memed Joe Biden's face on his. Did you see that?
Yeah, Sleepy Pete.
Oh my gosh! Here's who the Broncos have beaten: Browning, Geno, Jackson Dart, Davis Mills, Justin Fields, Cam Ward. That's a combined 12-40. The Broncos are the biggest frauds I've ever seen at 8-2. Maybe bigger than the Steelers were at 11-0 that one year. But their defense is ridiculous. Defense is crazy. So, anyways, we didn't get to pick that game. I fell asleep. That game sucked. We move on. First game up, Germany. Like we said the other day, Michigan just moved their game out of Germany. So,
it's a shame NFL. Frank Reich isn't the head coach still.
Took me a second. The Colts are favored by 5.5. Both teams on the road. They get this is the Matt Ryan Bowl. People forget. Played for the Colts, played for the Falcons. Indianapolis, they lead. They have the leading rusher and the leading passer in the NFL, which is crazy. Atlanta's defense is number 1 against, I can't remember what I wrote. I wrote down number 1. And the Indianapolis pass offense is number 3. DeForest Buckner's out. Sauce Gardner's in. Indianapolis has 26 pass defense, but that's because they've been leading and everybody throws on them all game because they have to play catch-up. So, do we believe that? No. JBonez.
Just copy and paste what I said last week. Michael Penix is terrible on the road. 54% completion percentage. He was 31st. Didn't really do much better last year. It was the Drake London game. Cross that out. If anything gets you excited about last week, you have to even think less of it. Sauce Gardner trade is exciting, I guess. This is classic NBA. The guy bought the Suns and immediately trades for Kevin Durant. It's just this. You make a big splashy trade. piss away the draft picks. Oh, well, not going to learn a playbook and fly to Germany in 5 days. That being said, there's a lot of aggression in the mean coming for the Colts. They're 15 for 17 on fourth down. I feel like trouble's starting to brew. This game is on grass tomorrow, and for that reason alone, this is going to be a Bijan game. Colts on grass, bad news.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, where do they play? What happened
Playing
last week? Send them to Acrisure Stadium. Put them on grass.
It's true.
Daniel Jones is the guy you thought he was.
The Falcons' defense will get after you too.
Mm-hmm.
You can run on them, but you can't really throw on the Falcons' defense.
Take some stones, but give me them Falcons.
I love it. I love it.
The whole world's going to be on the Colts. But it's
Yes.
like it's what you get with European football at 9 a.m. It's just sloppy and gross. And somehow,
It is.
What am I doing 3 hours later?
Terrible. I'm like, golly. Remember, what was the last game we watched at 9:30? It was just like, I just
Jags,
wasted.
Broncos.
Yeah. It was awful. It was terrible. Next game.
Be good.
Carolina Panthers, everybody's darling, 5.5-point favorites in Charlotte against the New Orleans Saints. Rico Dowdle is the king of Charlotte. They honored him at the Charlotte. I forget what their soccer team's name is. Charlotte Independence. There you go. Charlotte Independence. Andy Dalton revenge game. People forget. Played for the Saints in 2022 along with Jameis and Taysom. New Orleans allows the sixth most rush yards and the most carries to running backs. Carolina's defense, receiving yards to tight ends, they give up 65 yards per game. Could this be the Taysom Hill game or the Juwan Johnson game? But you can run the football on the New Orleans Saints, and guess what the Carolina Panthers want to do? They want to run the damn ball, JBonez. What do you think?
Well, it's the first time the Panthers are favored this year. They're 3-13 against the spread as favored since 2020. But listen to the guys they've beat. Davis Mills, Zach Wilson, Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace. Tyler Shuck sounds like the kind of name that would follow those four in, a stat down the road. Saints are coming off a game last week. They had 16 minutes of offense. What's that mean? It means they had 44 minutes of that defense on the field. You got a team that loves to run the ball. They're going to run the ball. It's a tired defense. Have they quit? We'll see. Traded away some guys last week. The Meow Mix podcast almost came back, but the people said do not come back. Old players said do not come back. They are not back. Give me the Panthers to cover.
Love it. That sucks, too. I want so badly. You know what we should do? What if we extend an invite for them to come on our show? Won't be the Meow Mix, but we could say we interviewed Meow Mix. Is that a way that we can usurp?
That's the move.
I'm gonna DM him. I'm dead serious.
Slide in there.
I will say, hey, I know you guys want to come back. We will gladly host you in our studio together. That's the move. Okay, Panthers. I like it. The people are Carolina Panthers are becoming the people's team. People are rallying around the Panthers. It's kind of weird. Next game. The Giants versus the Bears in Chicago. Bears.
In the snow.
Snow game. No way. Caleb Williams is not prepared for that. He's not a snow guy. He's not a snow guy. Neither is Jackson Dart, though. So, Bears favored by 3.5. Bears are 5-3. Giants are 2-7. Let's go with my notes here. New York Giants defense is second worst in rushing yards per game to running backs. Yikes. Because the Bears like to run the football.
Yeah,
fourth most receiving yards to wide receivers. Chicago defense allows the seventh most receiving yards to wide receivers. Chicago has a plus 13 turnover differential. Caleb Williams is not getting sacked a lot. So, snow game, turnover differential in favor of the Bears. Everybody wants to say it's Caleb Williams playing great football. Not an idiot.
Come on, there's a lot of silliness coming too. Moves the ball. We saw a little double pass action. Ben Johnson later said he sits there in practice and pays attention. Guys are flipping the ball around the field who can, spin one. Maybe I'll let him throw one in the game. We saw it last week. You got Snow, you got Caleb, you got a team that likes to run the ball. Manungai for the fantasy team. If he's not already there, I think this is, don't outsmart ourselves. Take the Bears.
I don't like the Bears, but they are going to get to 6-3.
Giants are
But
kind of a
again,
dead team that may or may not have wanted to fire Brian Dable after the Broncos debacle. So it's kind of like,
then it got out. Like it's
yeah,
out there now.
they're shot. There's no exit wound. It didn't hit a major artery, but we got to get them to a hospital. They're going to bleed out.
Yeah. And ever since Scatterboo went down, they've just been Jackson Dart has been kind of like moping around. Rightfully so.
Scatterboo after they've already lost a starting running back. So like they're down to what, Tyrone Tracy? I mean, come on. They did.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's football. You're hurt. Dub Bears.
Louisville just lost and Virginia just lost. The ACC
Virginia
is having just
stinks.
well, their quarterback got hurt, but yes, they do
I
stink.
know, but like they didn't even have a plan in the last 2 drives to do anything.
No. So,
I had
wow.
a big parlay last leg was Virginia, in case you were curious.
Oh no. Country Boy Jazz says 12-man PPR start who? 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex
Dear
QB. Whoa.
God.
Dart Mahomes, running back, CMC Jones, Walker,
Who do
Benson,
the Chiefs
Pacheco,
play?
Bryant.
Chiefs are off. That's easy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Olave,
done.
Diggs, Pierce, Jennings, Ayuk, Terry, Njoku, Waller, Bates, D. Rams. What are you asking us? Start who?
Start who?
Obviously, you start
Jackson
Dart. You start
Terry's hurt. He's dead. Olave.
you start
Diggs.
CMC. Start CMC. Who's Jones?
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones. Okay. No, I would start CMC and Kenneth Walker.
Yep.
Wide receiver, I'd start
Olave and Diggs because Olave's going to catch 12 balls probably, especially without Rasheed Rice there. Tight ends.
If Waller's playing, play him.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah. That's what I would do. There you go. There you go, country boy.
And you got to win, just like
There
that. That's how easy it is.
Pretty simple, right there. Jags, AFC South battle. 5-3 Jags at the 3-5 Texans. The Texans are favored by 1.5. What do we write down for this one? This is an ACC quarterback legends game.
No, it's not. Oh, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Davis Mills, Stanford alum, my friend. And then Trevor Lawrence.
God.
Also, Christian Kirk revenge game. Now wide receiver for the Texans used to play for the Jags. These two teams love to intercept the football. Top 2 or top 5 in interceptions for both these defenses. They're both top 6 rushing defenses. Jags, however, defense 27th against the pass. Problem is, Davis Mills. So, what do we do?
What's our line? Texans -1. It's actually Texans +1. You'll play the value game. We've seen this before. Jags, last time they faced David Mills, they won 31-3, and that's kind of looming in the back of my mind. Texans do have a very good defense, and Trevor Lawrence, what's the B word?
Bust.
Yeah. It's completion percentage over expectations in the neighborhood of Cam Ward and Dylan Gabriel, so not very good. The Jags lead the league in penalties. Feels like a defense is going to win the game situation, and for that reason, I think we lean on the Texans. Jags did add a piece to, make up for Travis Hunter's absence and Jacoby Myers, a guy who I had in parlays week after week expecting the touchdown. He's due. Could get on the Raiders. Maybe he'll get on the Jags. But he did say that having played the Jags, 2 weeks ago, talked a lot of shit in that game. So now he's in the clubhouse. That's going to be a fun little dynamic there. Meanwhile, their GM is throwing shade at Brian Thomas because Jacoby Myers' superpower is not dropping the football. So I don't know. It seems like a lot of chaos over in Jacksonville. Tony Khan's got to wrap that up, get it together. But defensive game. If you thought Thursday night was gross, stick around for Sunday at 1, people.
I just think the Texans defense is going to maul.
At home? Yeah, why not?
I don't know what to I just think the Texans defense is going to destroy them. Trevor Lawrence not having a great year. Insert Will Anderson, insert Azeez Al-Shaair, insert the rest of the ridiculous defense that is the Houston Texans. Next game. Oh, buddy. Bills. DJ said Trevor Lawrence robbed the Jags, should be modeling for Abercrombie. guy.
Hey, no
Oh,
quarterback with long hair has ever won the Super Bowl, so
it's true.
Sunshine probably needs a redesign.
This is so the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins. 6-2 Bills coming off a huge win. 9.5-point favorites against the Dolphins, who, hold on, let's go to my notes, just removed the Papa
Stink.
shots. Just removed the Papa shots from the locker room. That's point number one.
Okay.
Okay. They took the Papa
Tell
shot.
me more, Daddy.
Okay.
Is it enough?
Next, Miami
Okay.
defense, terrible against quarterbacks who rush.
Okay. Good. Does Josh Allen rush?
Yes.
Oof.
Yes.
Okay. Damn.
They're
Okay.
terrible against running backs, receptions, carrying yards.
Do the Bills have a running back?
Yes, they do. His name is James Cook. They're terrible against tight ends for receptions, yards, and touchdowns.
Do they have a tight end?
A guy by the name of Dalton Kincaid had a pretty good game last week. Buffalo defense gives up 100 yards per game if you can run the ball against them. This is a sideline game. It's still kind of warm. Buffalo's going to be in the sideline. I looked this stat up in the last 10 years. The Bills only have 4 wins in Miami.
Whoa. That's not right.
What? I looked it up.
That's not right. Can't be right. It can't be right. The Bills own the Dolphins. They've won the last 7 matchups. They won 14 the last 15 and 16 the last 17.
But the ones in Miami.
All right, I'm going to pull right now because the math
Let's
isn't
look it
mathing,
up.
as the kids like to say.
I'm not
100%
100%.
rivalry.
I'm not 100%
All right,
sold on
at
that
Miami,
stat.
win. At Miami, win. At Miami, loss. At Miami, win. At Miami, win. At Miami, win. Yeah, dude, you got bad information.
I got bagged.
The
Oh my
Bills
gosh.
own the Dolphins in Buffalo, in Miami. That's why ChatGPT ain't replaced anyone anytime soon. Did the hard work myself. They own them. Additionally, I went next level because the Bills did the thing they love to do, and they beat the Chiefs in the regular season. I said, all right, is this a letdown spot? Let's go back and look. So I took a peek. I did again. Did the hard work. Didn't trust the ChatGPT or Google. After beating the Chiefs in the regular season last year, they did have a bye week, but then they came back and beat the 49ers 35-10. Sorry. The year before, 2023, beat the Cowboys 31-10. Year before, 2022, beat the Packers 27-17. They did lose to the Titans, the playoff Titans team, way back in 2021, but that doesn't last 3 years. Beat the Chiefs, blow out the team the next week. Additionally, James Cook, this guy is the real deal. Number 1 in success rate and number 1 in yards per game. Number 5 in stuff rate. They don't stuff him. And what's crazy about that is he has the highest number of attempts. Half of his attempts come against a loaded 8-man box. So you can't even put enough guys in the box to get in the way of James Cook. Rule number 1, run the ball. Bills will get out of there. Josh Allen is like known for going down to Miami and having two touchdown games. It just Bills clean house.
You think they cover the 9.5?
What I'd say, last 3 years, they go blow out the team the next week. Double digits, all of them. Good teams, too. Packers, 49ers, Cowboys. Side note, the Bills GM is an absolute jabroni because he took the podium after not making any trades, which I said he wasn't going to make any trades last week. They had like $20 of cap space. They weren't going to make trades. That's fine. Then he comes out and starts throwing shade on the other GMs, treating this thing like Madden. Okay, all these young GMs, all these kids trading like Jerry Jones is old as dirt. He's making the big trades. Howie Roseman, he made what, 3-4 trades? He's older than Mr. Bean. So he needs to shut up, manage the cap better, trade for big players. Until then, you're one horse pony with James Cook. But they'll handle the Dolphins tomorrow.
Yes, they are. When somebody comes out and says that, you know that they didn't do their job. You start putting everybody else down. Like it's like when the 49ers didn't make a move. It's like they couldn't.
This year?
Yeah. Everybody's.
What do you want to make? They had holes everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, it's what are you really going to do? You're missing your 2 best players on defense. You're all pro. Like you're going to go get somebody to try to replace. You can't replace 2 levels of the defense by making 1 trade.
I'm surprised the Rams didn't make a trade. I'm surprised the Bucs didn't make a trade. Patriots, there's no wide receivers really moving around besides Rashid Shaheed, if that really gets you excited. We're the Seahawks made that move, but
Well, only because he Clint Kubiak is who he played with before.
true.
And everybody's sold on Sam Darnold and this big downfield. Look, Sam Darnold against good teams has been okay. Let's just pump the brakes. The guy's
we're
still
all waiting for him to turn back into a pumpkin.
Well, the last good team he played, let's not forget, against the Texans, he tried to give him the game. But the Texans' offense sucked so bad that they couldn't score. He gave them the ball like 3 times inside their own 20.
Yeah, I just mentioned the Titans in 2021. The Seahawks feel like that team.
But that's like everybody, when you talk about the Seahawks, Sam Darnold. Oh, hey, Sam Darnold, he's MVP season, this and that. I'm like, dude, did we not forget a week ago where he literally almost cost his team the game single-handedly by fumbling and throwing interceptions inside their own 20?
What have you done for me lately, league? Except for Josh Allen, who gets first place MVP standing for doing nothing but rolling out of bed.
Yes. Does Tyreek Hill stay with the Fins? Seem to be happy to be injured. I don't know what that guy's doing. I don't know what Tyreek's going to do. You can't have that type of injury and come back and beat Tyreek Hill. At least not for 2 years.
Tua, so if they need to make moves,
cap
casually.
James Cook is who he wanted his brother to be. Man, look, Dalvin Cook for a year or two was really good. He was legit, but he just always got hurt. It was unbelievable.
He's another one. His knee.
So, all right, one of the big games of the week.
Purple.
Big game of the week here.
Purple.
Lamar versus the Blitz game. Who's the real purple game? Season is over game if somebody loses this game. Jeff Okuda's out, and one of their safeties, Jackson, is questionable. Baltimore, nobody on the injury report. Baltimore's defense is allowing 13 points per game in the last 3 games. Minnesota's defense 20th against the run. Baltimore 2-3 since removing the games from the locker room.
People forget Lamar used to just dominate the NFC.
Yes.
So, start there, I think. Interesting matchup, Lamar versus Brian Flores. This is the 3rd time we're seeing it. The first time, Lamar, exceptional. 85% completions, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Rematch, Brian Flores had his number. He went cover 0 21 times, confused Lamar, 10 fewer yards per attempt, 61%, threw an interception, sacked 4 times. I think there's 2 things at play here. Number 1, Derrick Henry with Lamar is exceptional. He's got 6 yards per carry versus 3 without him. Additionally, you go back to look at the last month of what the Vikings have played. There was an easy script to follow. Jalen Hurts, a little bit mobile. Justin Herbert, a little bit mobile. They both won with ease against the Vikings. You put Goff in the pocket last week, just stand out like a statue and made the Vikings look better than they really are. Lamar's mobility is going to be a big factor in tomorrow's game, but I think they're going to handle it and get right back to where everyone expects them to be, winning the AFC North. They're still favored to win the division.
So Ravens -4.5.
Yes, sir.
I agree. I don't know what that was with the. I just don't trust JJ McCarthy. I'm sorry.
Divisional games, throw them out. Can't trust them.
Yep. Now the
game of the week.
Game of the week. The Cleveland Browns 2-6. Rumblings of Shedeur Sanders maybe getting to play. The odds. The bet. I think the odds are now 75%. I saw this somewhere of him actually playing this year. They are 2.5-point underdogs at the Jets. So the Jets are favored by 2.5 after they just traded away Williams, after they just traded away Sauce Gardner. Somehow the Jets are favored at home. That tells you how bad Dylan Gabriel is. What else do we know about this game? This should be a Quinshon Judkins game. The Jets defense gives up the 7th most rushing yards, 4th most carries, 6th most receiving yards to running backs. Garrett Wilson is questionable. He might play. And Cleveland has 6th most receiving touchdowns to wide receivers. There are 2 quarterbacks that have played for both the Jets and the Browns. Can you name them?
Flacco.
Mm-hmm. Josh McCown.
Coaching someone now. Is he on the Browns coaching staff?
Is he the Browns?
Vikings?
Might be the no, I don't know.
Vikings. Quarterback coach, Vikings.
There you go. Okay. Do we trust the Jets?
I
Favorite.
didn't write anything down for this game. What do you got?
That's all I had.
Here's exactly what I wrote down. Here's what I wrote down. Ready? Jets dead. Look, they stack draft picks. It behooves them to have a better draft pick, take the loss. So,
Browns.
whatever. Maybe the Browns can travel a defense for one time.
Is it a snow game? I don't know.
What's that line?
Well, 2.5. Wait, 2.5. 2.5 in favor of the Jets.
Yeah, we need a dog here. So let's just take them.
Let's take the Browns. Love it. Good, big road win for Gabriel.
The Ravens are a road favorite in Minnesota. Tells you everything you need to know right there.
Yeah. People, I mean, I'm telling you, the Ravens defense, I mean, it's not like they played scrubs either. I mean, the Ravens,
No.
they gave up
They're
17
healthy.
against, they gave up 17 against the Rams, and who'd they just beat? Oh, the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
By that. And there was somebody else they played that's decent. I can't remember who it was.
Bears.
There you go. Yeah, and everybody loves the Bears. Okay.
Sickening right now.
Last 1:00 game, the Brady Bowl. New England Patriots, BMO's beloved Drake May, the 7-2 Patriots, going to the 6-2 Buccaneers. May versus Mayfield, Drake versus Bake, whatever you want to call it. The Brady Bowl. Buccaneers are favorite. What?
That was cool. That was cool. You just did. Who knew all that?
What? Drake versus Bake, May versus Mayfield.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. Wow.
Segue, baby. I rehearsed that a couple of times whenever I was looking at these games. I was like, Baker versus Drake, Drake versus Bake, May versus Mayfield. You could do a lot with that. Also, we came up with a new mascot for Drake May, Mallard Duck, because that's called a Drake. Initially, I thought it was a turkey, but that's a Jake. So, anyways,
okay.
Here's what we got for that game. Did you know that Tom Brady froze his DNA 23 years ago at a lab in North Carolina?
That's such a phony story that someone wrote for clicks. Like, obviously, they're joking that he's got real kids.
Oh, Tampa Bay's defense does give up the most passing yards of quarterbacks, and the most receiving yards per game to running backs. New England Patriots defense allows the most receiving yards and fifth most receiving yards, fifth most receiving yak to running backs, fifth most receptions. I'm sorry.
That's what I said last week with Bijan and Pitts. They had 12 catches, and that's how you beat the Patriots is with backfield.
Running backs out of the backfield and tight ends.
Yep, get the matchup with the linebacker and take advantage of it.
So what say you about the Bucs versus the Patriots? Brady Bowl.
So Drake May, I mean, everyone talks the deep ball. He's like incredible against the blitz too, it turns out, because he shortens that depth of target. So he's averaging 74% completion percentage, which is third best against the blitz. Does have times though the blitz gets to him, so he still needs to even get it out quicker. The Bucs blitz already at the 6th highest rate. They had the bye week to prepare. I guarantee Todd Bowles is going to send the house against Drake May. I was leaning Bucs. You're getting healthy. They had the bye. They had this blitz plan. Patriots won, 6 in a row? Like, they're due. Then you start digging into a little bit more. Patriots play a lot of man defense. 10th highest rate. Baker not so good against man. Really picks apart the zone. Additionally, Emeka Egbuka, maybe you've heard of him. He's getting healthy, but when he plays man defense, he has 1.1 yards per route compared to 2.5 yards per route against the zone. I said it last week. They're vulnerable to the tight ends and running backs. Bucky Irving looks like he's back. I think this one's going to be a close one. Public's right down the middle.
I saw that Christian Gonzalez was going to be covering Emeka Egbuka.
Yeah, I think he's going to lock him down.
You know what this is? This is a Baker Mayfield rushing over game.
I like it.
Because if he man coverage, he will run he will run. Baker Mayfield will run. I don't know what his line's at, but
yep, that's a very astute idea.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to do though.
Bucs.
I say the Bucs.
Take them. Home team. Patriots are due to lose. I mean,
yes, this is the best team they've played in a long time.
Yep, and they've kind of been trending downward since the big Bills win.
Yes, agreed. We head to the West, 405 slate. NFC West battle, the best division in football. Yep, there you go, BMO, our local New England Patriots insider. He says Boutte is out, his best deep threat. Stevenson is out, best pass blocking running back. Drake May will get sacked 6 times again.
This is ridiculous. You had me with Booty's out, best deep threat. Then he kept going, and now I'm thinking Patriots win easy. Because he's doing that reverse jinx crap, and that's when you get in trouble.
He's trying to be like, oh wow, he's setting yourself up to be like, wow, Drake May had nobody and still won.
Yeah.
Let's try, dude. Cardinals 3-5 off their huge win against the Cowboys. Head to Seattle to take on the 6-2 Seahawks. Everybody's now Super Bowl favorite pick in the NFC, apparently. The Seahawks. Well, no, not yours. You already said it's going to be Chiefs-Eagles rubber match.
We'll take this opportunity to remind everyone it's going to be Chiefs-Eagles rubber match. There you go.
For the 10th week in a row.
Yep, finish the story.
Seahawks 6-2, 6.5-point favorites at home. Listen to this. Jacoby Brissett's a starter.
Yeah, a little phantom IL for Kyler Murray ahead of Call of Duty release.
I was just getting ready to say, what comes out November 14th, 2025? Call of Duty 7. You can fool. I mean, look, say whatever you want to about Gannon. This guy knows his players. Go ahead, Kyler. Take that 4 weeks. Get it out of your system, pal. Play the video games. Do it.
Remember how he got hurt?
Yeah, he got hit in the face with a snap.
That's why he's out still. That was a month ago.
Arizona's defense is pretty good. They're 23rd against the pass. Seattle is 2-2 at home. Darnold's
what I tried to tell you at the beginning of the year.
4 of his 7 turnovers are at home.
You want to take the Cardinals?
You should pick this because I'm going to pick with my heart.
They haven't lost by more than 4 all year. They led in the fourth quarter of those 4 games.
Their offense is way better with Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah. Marvin Harrison looks inspired. They can't run the ball very well. Problematic. No. DeMarcado or Knight, whoever's going to be. DeMarcado looked a little better on Monday night.
I don't know. I think the Jacoby Brissett magic.
Give me the Cardinals. I'm writing down the Cardinals.
Okay. Cardinals. I told you, said you could pick it.
Take Stones. Here we are.
Seattle's defense is really good. But, okay.
Oh, here we go.
425, game of the day, without question. Without question. Battle for the NFC West supremacy. Big bro versus little bro. LA Rams out for revenge, head to San Francisco, where the 49ers have played the most road games in the NFL, and they're 4-2 on the road. How about that? Now they get to play home. We've got ourselves a horse poop bet. Somebody on the internet, a Rams fan, said he would eat horse shit if the Rams lost this game. Dynasty Bighorn Ra at WT Ra on Twitter. This man said he's going to eat horse poop. So Puka's playing. Stafford's got the most passing touchdowns. Devontae Adams has the most receiving touchdowns. CMC, this is a crazy stat. He's 7th in the league in receiving yards.
Wow. How about it?
LA Rams, now pulling out all the stops. They fired their kicker, Joshua Carty, and they brought in Thicker the kicker.
Yeah.
From Missouri. Okay, there you go. B. McCormick knows. He said game of the week. I should recuse myself from picking this game.
Yeah, should. We've lost 3 times in the 49ers. Can you recuse yourself now? Are we really going to recuse yourself? Because
yes, I'm recusing
with Michael
myself.
Williams out, this 49ers defense, since you were touting them last time they played the Rams, has just absolutely gone in the pooper. They're 28th in EPA against the pass, 31 in the last 5 games. They're allowing 6.1 yards per play, which is the 3rd most, despite starting it was 6th best for that first month of the season. Rams got Puka back. You already said it. The Rams lead the NFL the last 4 weeks in EPA per play. They are just humming. Sean McVay, this is where I'm keying in on, because when we came into that last game, you were touting about Robert Saleh's defense. Oh my God, this, that. You watch the game. The Rams lost it. They had opportunities. They were fumbling it. Bad play calls. Sean McVay hit the podium after the game and really took it on himself, said, I blew that. So I think that knowing all that, they're going to get this one right tomorrow. You look at the standings, Seahawks are tied with the Rams right now for first place. I know we took the Cardinals, but anything could happen. That being said, I think the Rams kind of need this one. 49ers are really just going to fall apart and continue to fall apart. So the Rams are going to win, cover, and continue to get those Super Bowl chit-chats going around.
See? Recusing myself.
For the first time all year.
However,
Uh-oh.
if they lose, I
will
no
talk
longer.
to.
I know no. I no longer. I will. I recuse my recusing. I will not recuse if the 49ers win this game ever again.
Hey, in terms of value, it's 5.5 in real life, so it's 2 points right there.
Rams. But Mac Jones never lost to the Rams as a 49er.
I mean, you're just really
The
shrinking
49ers pass rush sucks. It's
got
non-existent. This is
It's
going to
not,
be.
it's not slight. This is not the 49ers professional football team. This is the last 22 guys left.
Yes. Okay. Recuse myself. See? Maturity. I want wins. I want the 13-0. That's what I want. I want it more than anything.
Okay.
I want to come on this show with you next week and be like, we went 13-0. 425. Detroit Lions 5-3. At the Washington Commanders 3-6. Detroit is favored by 8.5. What have we written down for this game? This is the Goatee Bowl. Dan Quinn. Dan. Is this a Dan Bowl? Is this a Dan off?
Dan Bowl. Your goatee's taking a backseat to the Dan Bowl.
Wow, the Dan Bowl. Washington defense is 29th against the pass. Outdoor games. I looked this up. Jared Goff. 89.5 passer rating outside. 101.1 passer rating inside. Does this deter
that's
you?
like old news.
Does this deter you from taking the Lions? Might I say?
No, I told you earlier when we took the Vikings, they gave us 2 wins. Lions is going to be one of those wins. They both had brutal losses last week for the different reasons. Lions, they need to get back on the schneid. I think I saw Dan Campbell, 21-8 coming off a loss, so he's right back in that territory. You had 2 different teams that lost last week. I know one was national television, one was on your Octo box. The last 3 weeks, though, the Commanders are telling you who they are. They're losers. Lost by 24, 21, 22. I think they're dead. They, try to recreate some magic with a bunch of elderly men that were able to make it to an NFC championship last year.
That was all they had.
Strike twice in the same spot. Lions get back on. Teams after losing in a game they were favored by 7 or more, the following week are 81, 57, and 3. That being said, Lions.
The Lions. They need this one badly. Sunday night, 8:20, the Carrie Underwood show.
Waiting all day.
We get, which I have no idea why they pay her so much money. We get the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 5-3, against the Los Angeles Chargers, who are 6-3, and this might be the worst 5-3, 6-3 matchup we've ever seen in the NFL history. It's in Los Angeles. We wrote down Pittsburgh's 2 big wins against New England and Indianapolis. They forced 11 turnovers. Los Angeles Chargers have 12 turnovers, which is 4th worst in the league. Pittsburgh's defense allows the most receptions and receiving yards to wide receivers and the most passing yards to quarterbacks. However, they did add Kyle Duggar from the Patriots, and they moved Jalen Ramsey to safety. Did this create all the massive pass rush they have? Now, obviously, the Chargers tackle, Joe Alt, he's out, What do we make of this game?
It feels, it's Jim Harbaugh, sure, but, Tomlin Harbaugh Bowl has a certain stink to it. Take the points and just enjoy the show. I think we're probably in that situation here. Joe Alt injury is a big deal. Steelers Chargers, they do this thing where they flip-flop. I think they've gone back and forth. Who wins is alternated for some time now. Chargers won the last one. Believe. Give me them Steelers.
I just don't think. The lack of offense, the lack of offensive line play for the Chargers against.
Oh, the Steelers won the last one. Jeez. They
Now what?
flip-flop. Since 2012, they flip-flop 6 matchups.
What do we do now?
Chat, what do you got?
B. McCormick. Well, he's a Steelers fan. He can't help us. Damn it.
Brett used to be a Steelers fan, too. He can't help us either.
Mm.
What's the public say?
What's the public say?
Steelers, 71%.
Do we go Chargers? Do we go Jim
Let's go
Harbaugh?
Chargers. Steelers play too much zone. Justin Herbert cars up zone. There, see? You get
There we
yourself
go.
anywhere. Just think about it a little bit.
There we go. And then finally, Monday Night Football. Battle. This is it for Green Bay. If they lose this game, they're not a contender. The Micah Parsons trade was for nothing. How about this little stat right here? I saw this from, I think it was Warren Sharp. Love, his completion percentage. Actually, hold on. Let me finish that. So the Eagles are 6-2, Packers 5-2-1. Packers are favored 2.5 at home against the Eagles. That's kind of stupid in my opinion. Jordan Love's completion percentage with a clean pocket is first in the league at 86%. Jordan Love's completion percentage when he's pressured, 38%, which is 33rd in the league.
Eagles got some pass rushers now. Brandon Graham back in the building. Got Nate Phillips, who knows the Vic Fangio system. So we talk about Sauce Gardner's not going to learn the little playbook and be usable in 5 games. Sure. But Jalen Phillips already knows the playbook from Vic Fangio. He's in a sweet position. The Jair Alexander revenge game. Can't wait for that interception to hit in the 4th quarter and kill a comeback drive. The Eagles have won 3 straight against the Packers. Last 4 times that there were fans in attendance. Tucker Kraft is dead. And for that reason, we're going Lee Corso and getting a little bit of headgear because it's cheese heads all day. But it's the cream cheese heads.
Was not expecting that. That's great. He has literally a box of cream cheese on his head. That's incredible.
Yep.
Okay.
Officially licensed from Kraft Heinz.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. $3. Who says no to that?
Okay. How many points for the Steelers? How many points for the Chargers? This seems it has 24-22 or 21 all over it. 24-20.
Let me see. What's the total?
The Steelers, they look great whenever they. Oh yeah, Bima says Tomlin let down game in full swing.
Sold.
B. McCormick says, should we do an all quarterback touchdown parlay?
No. Jerry hit that last week.
That's
trap.
true.
See that jersey, Jerry? $1,000,000.
Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy.
All right, you need scores. Give me the Chargers 24-20.
That's what I think. I think I'm right there with you. I think this is Steelers get the ball late. If they score, they can get the onside kick, but they just can't protect Aaron Rodgers, and he gets frustrated and he's yelling at Eagles at Green Bay. What's the score there?
24-17.
I hate the Eagles, but I hate the Packers worse because I have to sit there and listen to people lecture me on how Jordan Love is the future and he's an MVP and he's this and that. And I watch him stink it up every week and cost his team games by just heaving balls up to nowhere every week. So for that reason, and I actually like Jalen Hurts. So
hard work, dedication. We live life.
He doesn't say anything.
Live life in the future, learn from the past.
I saw that. Okay, from the top. Here we go.
Rock.
Falcons plus 5.5 in Germany against the Colts. Panthers minus 5.5 at home against the Saints. Bears minus 3.5 at home against the Giants. Texans minus 1.5 at home against the Jags. Bills minus 9.5 at the Dolphins. Ravens minus 4.5 at the Vikings. Browns plus 2.5 at the Jets. Bucks minus 2.5 at home against the Patriots. Cardinals on the road plus 6.5 at the Seahawks. Rams minus 3.5 at the 49ers. We already know that that's a recuse myself game. Lions minus 8.5 at the Commanders, Chargers -2.5 at hosting the Steelers, and then Eagles +2.5 at the Packers. There you go.
13-0.
13-0. We lock it in. We get this ad that tells us to buy something. No, we won't play solitaire with you, Stephen A. Smith and Mina Kimes.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's
it.
less than an hour. That's 13 games right in your ear holes, plus a little
Lightning round.
lightning round.
Go ahead and take that Eagles pick for your socials. That's a good little social media clip. TikTok, Instagram, like Facebook, MySpace, Friendster.
Eagles?
Yeah, with the headgear.
Oh, yes. I got to find. It picks them out, so if not.
All right, fine. I'll do it myself.
Everyone. Go Aggies. That's right. That's offensive line coach in the country.